Hey guys, can you hear me? Um, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Um, if anybody's in the chat, I don't think anybody's in the chat yet, right? So, hey guys, welcome to Rishi's Manchester United warehouse, and this will be our first live stream, something that I've never imagined I would do. But yeah, I mean, hello, hi. If you guys are comfortable in Hindi, I can try to speak in Hindi, but my preference is yes, Ankush bhai, I will make you a mod. First of all, like I am a completely illiterate person around YouTube. Can you guys see your own comments on the screen? Uh, does anybody answer? Wait, I'll make everybody a mod. First of all, yeah, wait, Ankush bhai has to be a mod. And also Shantanu gets to be a mod as well. Um, so congratulations आप लोग मेरे first channel के live viewers as well as the first people to get moderator privileges on this channel. So expect exactly $0 in your bank account because I am earning $0. Yeah. So let's go. I mean, so what do you guys want to talk about? So I have like titled this live as football bloody hell. So I'd be more comfortable talking around football, but since like there is not a lot of people joining, I can talk about anything you guys want. Okay, so you just keep on the questions, keep the questions coming, and I'll try to answer um, stuff. So, first question by Shantanu, obviously. Um, why is Mount better than Frankie de Jong? Why is Mount better than Frankie de Jong? Uh, the simple fact of the matter is, I'm a Man United fan and I'll always back my club's interests and players. And in my opinion, Frankie de Jong as a footballer is way better. And I'm a Holland fan. Along with Manchester United, I think Frankie, Holland is a great football team, and I love watching them. Um, but apart from that, Frankie De Jong is a brilliant footballer, and he's like way better than Mount on a talent and skill level. But I have my allegiances towards Mount because he's a Manchester United player, and I would love for him to succeed at the club, and hence my affection for Mason Mount makes him better. But obviously, yeah, Mount is the. I mean, Frankie De Jong is the better player when like compared to Mason Mount. Okay, so the next question is from Ayan again. Like, let's talk about how Arsenal robbed United in the last match. So I've made a comprehensive video around this topic in my channel. Uh, Primarily it was around points where I explained each and every point around why I thought United had the better game, even if the stats, the XG graphs, every graph known to man, the heat maps, the attack maps, everything was on Arsenal's side. But you have to realize the fact that this was our second toughest game of the season, and away to Emirates, some might say, could be compared to home to City on a toughness level, right? So it was a very important game, and we showed fight up till the 86th minute. We were on equal pairing, despite our. Some might say that we took a more pragmatic approach towards the game, but um, defensive football is still football, right? You have to realize that as well. And I think Eric Ten Hag executed his plan brilliantly for like 86 minutes out of the 90 minutes. Now, some people have stated the fact that Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire costed us the game. And yes, maybe that's true, but you have to realize that that a team cannot have like six world class defenders. There have to be like bench warmers, fifth and sixth, fifth and sixth choice centre backs as well. And unfortunately, we have suffered a lot of injuries, and that's why I don't really blame Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. I think Johnny Evans is a decent number six centre back for us, because we know the fact that even if Luke Shaw is fit, he gets to play in that central uh, defensive position uh, above Johnny Evans. So yeah, that's why I think yeah, Johnny Evans and uh, also Maguire did not really cost us the game. Um, Thank you for the comment, Ayan. The blue ball knowledge, I know that, right? I support Barcelona and Spain. I think a bit more switched on, and we take 3 points out of the game. Ankush Bhai says. So obviously, I think our heads kind of dropped after the 86th minute, after Ganacho's miss at the end of the after Ganacho's like offside ruled out. So you have to realize the fact, Ankush Bhai, is the fact that our front line is still not very experienced like that, minus Marcus Rashford. So Garnacho is a young lad, and also Anthony is a young lad, and Hoyland obviously very young lad. His first like 20-30 minutes of being a Man United player at the end of the day. So you have to realize the fact that even if Casemiro is in the midfield, the heart of the midfield that is, and even if experienced players like Eriksen are there, there has to be a certain amount of dip in performance from like players who have not really experienced this kind of wrath coming from opposition support in such a cauldron of an arena, which is the Emirates. It's a difficult game to cope out from, and I think that will come with experience. Now Arsenal have been hailed to be a very young but experienced at the same time team. They do well for their age, right? And United has been severely underrated in this aspect, because we are not given the credit of the fact that for the last 5 to 6 years there has been Marcus Rashford in our attack, and he is not that old. He's 25 or 26, if I'm not wrong. He is still a like good 6 to 7 years to go, and he is like the most experienced amongst the three: Rashford, Hoyland, Garnacho, or Rashford, Hoyland, Anthony. Martial I won't count because he has lost his legs, in my opinion, and he doesn't like deserve to be in this equation where I talk about players like Marcus Rashford, players like Garnacho, Anthony, and Hoyland. Um, so yeah, Rashford being the most experienced player at 25 or 26 really speaks out volumes, because uh, yeah, these players are inexperienced at the end of the day. They have to like keep their minds on for another wave of attacks, for another. So what we saw from Arsenal is like relentlessness, which I think we lacked at the end of the game. If you look at what happened after the offside call from the referee, I think our heads dropped. I think our entire like game plan collapsed, and we really did not push to win the game again, right? But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Um, Anything else you guys wanna ask? I see the comments have stagnated. I believe you could see a little bit of inexperience on both teams. Yes, Ankush Bhai, I agree to that fact, but you have to look at this Arsenal team as a more well drilled unit compared to our unit being a little inexperienced, as in um, Saka, Martinelli, and also Nketiah have played together for a very long time. Now you take out Martial, who has been a on and off character around the team. You put in Hoyland, who is like very inexperienced in his own right. as an overall package of experience, even though Rashford has played for England, he's done his thing at United for now nearly 7 to 8 years. I think we are more inexperienced that way. Even though Anthony has played great for Ajax, but still, like Arsenal have that thing of pushing for the title in the last season, and United players unfortunately have not yet experienced that. In my opinion, we have never really had such a gruesome title charge or a title contention, especially uh, against a club like City, right? So yeah, thoughts on Hoyland? He looked great. I think. I think as Man United fans, okay, so first I'll answer Ayan's question because he was the first guy here. I'm just kidding, but this is a more like relevant topic, and then I'll come to Hoyland. I'll answer Ayan's question first, only because it's relevant right now to talk about, and I wanted to talk about this thing. If Anthony is dropped from the United squad, would you give a start at would you give a start to Sancho at right wing? Now, um, to be honest, absolutely not. Um, if I was Eric Ten Hag, I would definitely want Sancho to learn a lesson. Right? Sancho needs to understand the fact that he has to be a more disciplined character first rather than football. And same with Anthony. And I believe Anthony should be dropped because we have to look a little consistent at least. I mean, what we did with Greenwood, we have to replicate the same with Anthony. Now this is a very controversial topic, and if I had like 50 or 60 people watching this video, I would definitely not um, talk about it. But since there are like not a lot of people watching, I might hover upon that topic. I think uh, the entire Greenwood saga was portrayed around these images and videos that were leaked on the internet directly on social media, and that portrayed a very gruesome image in that really gave Greenwood the thing that he deserves the most. Now, what is happening with Anthony is a lot of the evidence is a little warped right now. It's a little immature, speaking legally. So Anthony might uh, not get punished that very severely. Even some might say that Greenwood has not been punished very severely. 1 or 2 years away from United is not a very severe punishment, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, both players need to be taught a lesson, Sancho and Anthony. Right. What I would essentially do is play Amrabat, Ericsson, and Casemiro in midfield and put Bruno on the right. I know that Bruno is not the most efficient player right now, but I think putting Pelestri at right wing against a team like Brighton would be very, very, very bold of Eric Ten Hag. But Pelestri definitely can help us off the bench, especially since he owns Jude Bellingham, right, Ayan? Yeah. So I'll come to now Hoyland. Thoughts on Hoyland? He looked great. Yeah. Um, Hoyland. We'll come to that again, right? Hoyland. Um, Now, Ankush bhai, you have to realize the fact that for nearly 1.5 years, we have not really seen a traditional striker at Manchester United, and that's why maybe we are so hyped at Hoyland's prospect, right? Because we have never seen Martial like barging into defenders, trying to hold up play that way. Now, Martial is obviously a great older player, but we didn't see that against Arsenal. But what Hoyland has essentially done is revolutionized our image of a typical Manchester United striker, an image that was completely not existent ever since Cristiano Ronaldo left our club. And towards the end, Cristiano Ronaldo was also very ineffective in that positioning, in my opinion. So I would reserve my judgments for at least 20 games on Ireland, no matter how excited I sound on Discord regarding him. But yeah, he's an exciting prospect. But let's see. I'll give him 20 games. He's, we saw Dan James scored like 3 goals in his first 3 games at United. I would not trust that like silver patch towards the beginning of his United career, at least for now. So yeah, Anthony's case is not that straightforward, and the alleged victim keeps changing their statement. Apparently, says Ankush Bhai. Now, okay, so how do I make comments appear on the screen? Does anybody know that in the chat? Right. Because I can pin messages, but I think that like puts the message on top rather than like showing it on the screen, right? Um, I don't really know how to do that, but yeah, I'll just assess answer questions for now. Anthony's case is not that straightforward. Yeah, I mean highlight. Yes, exactly. Because I can't really see what is happening right now on my screen. Maybe I should open the stream on another screen and then I can like have a live feedback of what is going on. Uh, right. So, hmm. So let me give me just like 1 minute. I'll just open this stream that I'm doing. Proud and look at myself on YouTube as well. Myself. Uh, could anybody comment now? Uh, yeah, I'm like 1 second ahead of everybody right now. Nope, I did not see that comment, but I think we'll resolve this when like more people come on the stream, which will be a very long time, I'm pretty sure. So click on the timestamp of my content. Oh, click on the timestamp. I don't see a timestamp actually. Put user in timeout. I can give you a timeout or remove you as a managing moderator, but I don't really know. Uh, Click on the timestamp. God knows. We'll figure it out. We'll get better with practice. So, thoughts on Hoyland, I did. If Anthony is dropped, I did. Anthony's case is not that straightforward. I think you might need StreamYard for that. Yes. We'll do it on StreamYard once I figure out how to use it properly. Yes. Yeah, that's next on the agenda. Anthony's case is not that straightforward, and the alleged victim keeps changing their statement apparently. So it's a very difficult thing for me to comment on, especially since I really don't know what is happening in Brazil right now. But from what I have observed, this case is certainly different from Greenwood's case because Greenwood's evidence, the evidence against him, were more blatant, more real. Whereas this is a little less real, and this might sound very offensive to the victim, but um a lot of like legal agencies and lawyers would rather let you discuss cases like these in court rather than post them on social media because that protects the uh, person who is affected by the crime. And I think with Anthony this could be the case, so I'll reserve my judgment around what seems real and what seems fake for now. But coming from a fundamental point of view, I think Anthony should be dropped. If the CBF drops him, I think Anthony should be dropped by Man United. Yes. Hello, Anirban. You're the third person to visit my stream. Hello, Camo Nacho. Um, you mean highlight? Could you write the context again, Ankush Bhai? I don't really know what you're talking about. Nah, not sure. Oh, okay. So we're talking about the comment getting highlighted. Gotcha. Would you take Sancho back if he issues a public apology? Um, Hayan, good question. To be honest, would you take Sancho back if he issues a public apology? If I were the manager and if I saw a Man United player being so petulant, being in a culture where Sir Alex Ferguson would not essentially forgive the player, There have been people, Ben Foster, who has been a Man United player. He knows what Sir Alex Ferguson was like for such a long time at Man United. He stated the fact that, oh my God, we have a celebrity here. It is A for Arsenal, uh, my hero. सलाम नमस्ते सर. आपको कभी स्ट्रीम पे आना हो तो बोलना. I will give you my heart, soul, my chutney, everything possible. uh, we have a celebrity. A for Arsenal, W. I will in fact make you my fourth moderator. I'll give you managing mod privileges. Pleasure to meet you, Rishi. Bhai. Pleasure is mine as always. Thank you for like promoting me across your video. It's like I see you mention my name and I see the subs list also like spiking a little bit. Really appreciate it. I would never like make a live video if it were not for you, to be very honest. And thank you for being such an inspiration. And we will take revenge against your team at Old Trafford. Okay, so back to serious topics. Now, yes, Sancho's apology. If an apology comes, I think the sensitivity level around the club has certainly increased. Now, the coaching staff and certainly the levels that Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, five people are watching. I mean, it's a big deal. Thank you. Five people are watching me at 11:52 p.m. on a work night. Brilliant. I could not have expected. I thought it would be like me, Ayan, and Ankush by chatting over over stuff, but really appreciate everybody present here. Right. It's four people now. So the thing around the sensitivity factor is, you see, Man United, as a more sensitive club, as a more marketing focused club at the end of the day right now. And you see us not having those stringent rules anymore established. And with Sir Alex Ferguson at the helm, right? Because again, like I'll say, there was an interview that Mark Goldbridge did with Ben Foster, and he stated the fact that if Sir Alex Ferguson was at the helm of the club, he Sancho would definitely get barred from entering uh, the training facilities as well. So, am I not the fifth one? Anyone? You want to be a mod? Actually, every person who has joined today is already a legend at the channel. You're a mod too, right? So, okay. I think, yeah, I mean, his apology will definitely get accepted, but there'll be a rift with Eric Ten Hag, certainly. So, I think he'll be accepted, especially since the Anthony timing has been awful as well, right? So he definitely has to come. He has to fill the slot. I think keeping Bruno out of position, like Ankush Bhai has stated, is a very, very big decision at the end of the day. And given the choice between Bruno in midfield and Sancho towards the right, I would rather have Sancho towards the right and Bruno at midfield. Okay. Uh, तक्ष भाई को टाइम आउट कर रहा हूँ मैं. ओके, गुड, इंटरेस्टिंग. प्लेजर टू मीट यू ऋषि. चट्टी लाइक्स कहाँ है बीसी? 5 people watching, guys. क्या बात है ऋषि? वेलकम टू द कम्युनिटी. आई थिंक वी हैव our biggest legend yet. Welcome to Rishi's Man United warehouse, Mohab bhai. Always an inspiration you are to me. I will also make you another mod, probably a managing mod. You're like the first person. Uh, you're like one of the first people to visit this live. Really happy that I am seeing such a legend in the channel. Two legends in one video. It's brilliant. I mean, we have A for Arsenal and one MUFC as like members of the stream right now, and I really cannot believe it. Right, making me a little emotional, but Still, I'll carry on forward. I will not bog down. No matter how no matter how much I want to bog down. What about Rashford? How was he apart from the goal? I thought was a bit absent from the game, to be very honest, and uh, Mohak Bhai can like uh, really add to this as well. I think Marcus Rashford traditionally in a counter-attacking setup, he really doesn't like to press that much, be involved in the middle of the park. What he does essentially is uh, his magnetic feet thing, and he runs, and that is what he's great at, right? And that is what Ten Hag really likes to do with him, and that is why this pairing between Eriksen and Rashford is so effective. We saw that at the Emirates a couple of days ago. We saw that at Old Trafford as well, if you remember, against Arsenal. You see Eriksen's pass and Rashford going through the second or the third goal. I might be completely wrong, so I say the second or the third goal. I think Rashford needs to be used that way, to be his lethal self. I think Rashford needs to let go of his selfish gene. No, that is actually an excellent comment. You know, Daksh Bhai, I'm a fan of The Selfish Gene, the book by Richard Dawkins. He's like one of my favorite authors. He's an evolutionary biologist who is like a very avid atheist as well. He talks about how the entire process of evolution takes this entire selfish gene approach to look at stuff. It's a brilliant book. And addressing your question, I think Rashford needs to go off his selfish gene. No, do you really think Rashford is a very selfish player? Now you look at the free kick again against Nottingham Forest. He could have certainly taken the shot. He has the ping on him as well. We have seen him effectively take a lot of a lot of free kicks and make it work. If you remember the World Cup as well, Rashford was really effective towards the ending sectors against France, right? He has that up his locker. I think Rashford is not that selfish as people believe that he is. Yes, he runs at players, and that is what he's been like assigned to do, right? Yes, he is a part of that entire crop of Man United talent that really plays that counter-attacking style so well. Stretford, sorry, Carrington 101, right? Like I said yesterday to you, I think Rashford has to be used that way. Rashford is best when we play on counter, but creativity nahi hai, says the legendary one MUFC Mogbai. Yes, Mogbai, I agree completely कि उसमें creativity तो absolutely नहीं है. But does he lack putting in a pass or a through ball? I absolutely don't think so. You see like him putting in a lot of throughs in games, and sometimes they are like sevens, they are at the effectivity of like 7 out of 10. But you have to realize the fact that Rashford's traits are not centered around that. Rashford is essentially a runner, a dribbler, a shooter, a sharp shooter, and that is what he ought to do 9 out of 10 times, right? The one time that he is in this like situation where he's supposed to pass or put it through, I think he can uh, do that. And yes, out of that 1 out of 10 times, 50% of them fail. But you expect that from Rashford because, like you said, he doesn't have the creativity. Again, Ankush Bhai, I feel Ten Hag's told him to just stay up. He doesn't even track back most of the time, which I guess is fine. Um, yes. If you compare that, him tracking back with regards to Anthony, he doesn't. He has a lower like work rate, a lower defensive output when compared to Anthony, and hence Rashford um, is really not visible around that like defensive area, in my opinion. But then again, Rashford is not supposed to do that. Anthony excels in that, right? Um, Hoyland will struggle a lot because of Rashford's limited game style. I know like what you're talking about. The pass that should have been played to Hoyland's feet. But you have to realize the fact that it was 20 minutes into his debut, Rasmus Hoyland's, and I think Rashford was really blindsided by the fact that he could run at the Arsenal defense and score. Um, to really notice Hoyland was in actually a better position, and that is one like disappointing thing from the game. But from what I saw, what we can do is play that typical Man United style, Mohak Bhai. If you have noticed, us having Berbatov, Tevez, Ronaldo, all these brilliant players at the front, I think Hoyland could do the Berbatov role very well, since like he has that sticky feet. He has those sticky feet to like really carry the ball forward, and the pace is there as well. Maybe not Berbatov level. He doesn't have the first touch up to Berbatov's level, but with Hoyland, Rashford, and maybe Anthony on the right, or Sancho, or actually I'd say Ahmad would fit this like counter-attacking system very well, right? Okay, so Prithviraj Shinde has a comment. Welcome to the channel, Prithviraj. You're a legend of the channel, by the way. Like the sixth or seventh person to join the stream. You're a legend. Rashford has been very selfish in the past, but his performance against Notts was the Rashi I want to see every single time. Three goals against Nottingham Forest we scored. Rashford was involved in all the three games. Uh, Brilliant performance, in my opinion, from Rashford that day. And I think that proves his unselfish trait that entire game, right? So, good point, Prithviraj Shinde. A for Arsenal says, in your view, what is Ten Hag ball right now? What is the ideal Ten Hag ball that you want to see? This is a very interesting question, and I want Daksh, why you don't leave right now. So, and by the way, yo guys, yo Umesh, yo Born from Flames. Thank you. I see you guys in Daksh Bhai's Discord, so I really appreciate your presence over here. Really appreciate um, a Liverpool fan being present over here. Bravo, Scousers, bravo. So, yeah, in your view, what is Ten Hag ball right now, and what is the ideal Ten Hag ball that you want to see? I think Ten Hag ball cannot be replicated until our like coaching staff changes. I think yes, Michel Gandagag has been a part of this Ten Hag regime so far at Manchester United, and he plays an important role in establishing uh, Ten Hag's philosophy into the club. But there exists this person, if you don't know, called Steve McLaren at the club as well. One of Sir Alex Ferguson's right hand men in the coaching staff, right? And what that makes me think is he has been put there to really not move Ten Hag away from the core Man United principles. Now, if you look at the core Man United principles, it has never been of playing beautiful football. We have never, ever, ever played that brand of tiki taka, building from the back. Yes, we see that building from the back now come into fruition from Ten Hag. You see a lot of passing in our areas, but inside our halves. But that is not the Man United way, and I think Ten Hag knows that. I think that is not what the Stretford end at the end of the day demands from Ten Hag. I might give you a very simple answer, Daksh Bhai, but what the Stretford end demands every single time from every single Man United fan is for them to show heart, and for them to show attacking traits, and for them to show brutality when we are attacking, and that is how United have won games traditionally over the years. So Ten Hag ball, tiki taka, all this is very irrelevant. You look at games historically, we were losing 1-1, 2-1. We have played shambolic games in the past. The 1999 Champions League example, the best. But heart and soul and those punishing runs and that those spikes in performance from players really won us those games. And that is what I want to see fundamentally from Man United more than any other kind of like football that there is. And I could like sound like a complete moron, but pardon me if I do. So we need an elite ball progressor to get ETH ball, I believe, and hope Kobe Mainu develops into the person for us. Yes, Kobe Mainu, in my opinion, is a definite upgrade over uh, Casemiro. Not right now, though. Casemiro is one of the best central defensive midfielders in the world, and he has to be given the credit he deserves right now. Casemiro definitely has to stay uh, at the middle because of his experience. He can go into these crunching tackles. But from a ball progression point of view, I think Kobe Manu fits our system perfectly. He is loved by Ten Hag, as shown by interviews, but Ten Hag has been obviously scrutinized for loving players and keeping players in his system. But then, like, seeing stuff. So, yeah, Kobe Manu is an interesting prospect for us. Anirban says, do you think that Pelestri will be integrated with the team this season? Now, if Anthony and Sancho really depart from the club, I think Pelestri has to. Okay, so I'll answer Dakshbai's question first because he is such an important person to me, and then I'll come to the other question. So follow up: does United need to adapt to Ten Hag, or Ten Hag needs to adapt to United? I see the latter happening. To be very honest, uh, Dakshbai, um, I don't think we will see a very hardcore uh, implementation of Ten Hag ball. What we saw from Ajax integrated into the Man United system, but from what I see, uh, from the limited like experience of watching his games online is uh, the fact that I can see glimpses. No, nobody's subscribing. He's just joking. Ayan is like the first managing mod of my channel. More important than you, Dakshbhai, over here. To be fair. Uh, so yeah, what are your thoughts on Casemiro so far? Okay, first I was answering actually Anirban's question, so I'll come to that. So many comments. God, lol. So yeah, uh, where was it? Yeah. Do you think that Pelestri will be integrated with the team this season? Yes, I think Anirban Pelestri has to be integrated with the system. My entire point around Anthony getting dropped, if the club wants to, if Richard Arnold has any shame on his face, he should drop Anthony just to like seem a little consistent in front of the media. It has nothing to do with football. Criminals perform crimes and they have to be punished for it. And if we have Sancho performing such antics, and if we cannot see Bruno performing well at the right, I think Pelestri deserves to take that position from him, right? Uh, Prithviraj says, Rishi bhai, do you have a profile for Menu now, or do you need to see more of him to pigeonhole the Menu play style? Um, That's a good question. Do you have a profile for Menu now? Do you mean as a position, or like do you want somebody to replace him? Um, I think positionally we have Amrabat who can play there, and as a position, I see Menu learning a lot from Casemiro. If he were fit, he could play alongside Casemiro and learn a lot from him. But when Casemiro eventually gets old, I think Menu needs to be integrated in that position. Amrabat, uh, Amrabat, Casemiro, Amrabat, Menu, and Mount. Perfect, in my opinion. Uh, Anirban, crying emojis. I have answered your question, bro. Ayan, unsubscribing. Ayan, तूने unsub किया तो you're no longer a mod of my channel. No, he's not gonna unsubscribe. I find this channel more interesting than Ave for Arsenal, to be very honest. Thank you, Shantanu. Hope you use that picture which I sent you to good use. Prithviraj Chinde Cook Shantanu says managing mod कौन है? Ayan and Ankush Bhai and Daksh Bhai and also Mohak Bhai for now. Mohak Bhai has just made an appearance in the smallest Man United channel, which is huge. I still cannot believe it. I'm probably gonna frame it, take a screenshot and frame it. But whatever, we move. Ankush, I subbed to this channel before Ayan. I deserve more respect. Of course, you are the most loved here. Shantanu Ayan, chi 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 chi. Uh, Kamavinga, chi 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 chi. मेरा क्वेश्चन कैजुअली स्किप कर दिया. ओके, अयान हैज अ क्वेश्चन. लव यू विशी भाई, अनसब्सक्राइबिंग. अयान, what are your thoughts on Casemiro so far? Dribbled past most times this season. I think Casemiro is unfit, bro. I think वो ज़्यादा बिरयानी खा लिया है. His tummy wummy is visible now. I think also the age, man. If you look at Mane before he left Liverpool and after he left Liverpool, that age hits you and you're done in football, I think. And I might sound very, I might pull up a very hypothesis, matlab very like scientifically backed hypothesis, like a lot of people do on the internet, but it's simple. Like age is just a killer, and biryani is also just a killer, right? I think उसका जाने का टाइम आ गया है. We should like play uh, somebody better in that position. Uh, Shantanu says hold. Ankush said Dubara likh de. Prithviraj says like is he a ball carrier, holder or disruptor? I can see Menu as a brilliant ball carrier, to be honest, Prithviraj. Actually, Prithviraj has made some great comments today, so he will get a managing moderator privilege over here. Welcome, Prithviraj. You're like one of the first people to join the channel. Congratulations on the managing mod status. My boss has texted, so give me like 20 seconds to check his message. Here's a post and blah 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 blah. Bull crap. Um, so why are you reading the comments twice? Oh, sorry, dude. It was not the intention was not to do that. So Menu, I think, is a great ball carrier, to be honest. More than a holder or disruptor, he's just very young to like have the physicality to disrupt or like hold. I mean, sorry, disrupt or like hold play. I think Mount can do that job better. I think Mount is a very active disruptor. He did that at Chelsea. He was also a very good like hold up midfielder as well. I think Mount is important to be like integrated alongside Menu, and I think as Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes been a little realistically, how many years do you expect him to perform at the top level? He has to dip right sometime, and I think Mount comes into that as well. Uh, right. Kamavinga क्यों क्यों तोड़ा? I cannot believe there's so much engagement right now. My blogs don't get so much engagement on the internet. Uh, so Kanye Trump Tate, who is a Chelsea fan, says your thoughts on Ahmad. Uh, I think I've answered this right. Ahmad has to come in a front three of Hoyland, Rashford, and Ahmad. I think that's our best like counter-attacking starting 11. All three extremely fast lads. Uh, this is the biggest MUFC channel. What do you mean? Says Born Flames. Cool. Thank you. But you're seriously mad. Camavinga को क्यों तोड़ा? Camavinga, I just don't like him very much. Umesh Ahuja says, "What are your thoughts on the United backline condition?" I think Martinez is not injured. I think Lindelof is also not injured. They are very, 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 very tired at the end of the day because of our like hooliganistic 9 game uh, starter to of the season. Uh, very bad decision, very commercial decision from the Glazers, and I think that has affected us in ways that we can't even contemplate. But yes, I think the fitness will increase post the break. I think Man United will play well after the break. I think yes, Maguire and Evans have to be integrated into the squad as well because of the lack in fitness and also the lack in legs. Like Varane is not there, right? Maguire has to come off the bench sometimes. At least मतलब against Copenhagen and all भी वो लोग perform नहीं किए then तो खतरा है भाई. Hmm. So पृथ्वीराज शिंदे माँ की आँख ये क्या हो गया? Okay, वार्तिक भाई. Congratulations, you've made it, Prithviraj Shinde. So, how do you compete for titles with unfit and finished Casemiro, who could be a long-term replacement? Menu, Mount, Amrabat. Those are the three midfielders to look out for, in my opinion. With Bruno, obviously, who has to start. I think मतलब हम लोग 4-5 मिडफील्डर भी खेल सकते हैं in certain occasions. For me, Manu is a deep eight. Hmm. मतलब you can say so. Ayan, Menu है and Sophie. Yeah, true. Wonder Flames full ignore. Full ignore. Vartik bhai. Oh wow. So Ayan being sensible is a big W. He has to be sensible. It's my channel we're talking about. So A for Arsenal is asking what kit are you wearing? I'm wearing my 1988 Holland kit. Ruud Gullit's legendary kit. As you know that I am a Holland fan, and yeah, and yeah, I love Holland kits. This is the retro one. I love this. So yeah, I'm wearing it. It's one of my favorite kits. That's why first stream gets to wear this. My first live stream, I'll wear my favorite kit, which is the 1999 Premier League winning kit, the treble kit. Yeah. So Prithviraj Shinde says Bruno is like the cherry on top, but we signed him before we had the cake ready. That's why his experiments That's why his experiments hurt more. Add a set system around him, and he looks like a wizard. And that is a brilliant comment from Prithviraj. He's made some truly amazing comments. To be honest, the best, the most deserving mod in my opinion over here. After Ayan, obviously, who is like a loyal supporter. I'm just kidding, Prithviraj. You're the best. Bruno is like the cherry on top, but we signed him before we had. So Jose wanted Bruno for a very long time, if you remember the rumors, पृथ्वीराज एंड हम लोग को सैंचो भी एक साल पहले मिलना चाहिए था एंड या आई मीन द ग्लेजर्स के साथ हाउ डू यू एक्सपेक्ट टाइमिंग मैन दे आर सेविंग 5 मिलियन अगर सोफियान एमराबाट का वो 5 मिलियन नहीं बचाते देन हम आर्सेनल को पेल देते as simple as that. But what do you expect from the Glazers, right? And before we had the cake ready, we don't have the cake ready right now, and probably will never have the cake ready with the Glazers in charge. That's why his experiments hurt more. Hmm. Yeah, because he has no quality, na. At the end of the day, to target his passes and everything. But देखते हैं. We have Hoyland now. Let's see. Uh, owned Camavinga. If 100 subs by United's next game, then 100 subs. क्या बोल रहे हो अंकुश भाई? Impossible सा. Jeez. We'll do a watch along. But essentially ना मैं बहुत पागल हो जाता हूँ. आपको पसंद नहीं आएगा. मैं abuse कर दूंगा. It's very abusive person, right? So yeah. अच्छा नहीं लगता मेरे को मतलब सिटी फैंस आ जाएंगे हंसने. It's just but I don't like to interact with them. But yeah, I mean, क्या करें यार. No, you're a Haaland fan. हाँ. Hmm. I think Erling Haaland is the best footballer in the world. Yeah. Holland, penalty to Argentina. Whatever you say, man. I think Wout Weghorst को वो मैच देख के एरिक टेनाग ला दिया. अरे मेंबरशिप होने के लिए मोनेटाइजेशन चाहिए ना दक्ष भाई. आई डोंट थिंक दैट विल बी पॉसिबल फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम. अभी तो बस 27 ही सब्सक्राइबर्स हुए हैं और बहुत कम व्यूज आल्सो. विल ग्रो slowly and steadily. Uh, guys, make sure. Thank you. हो जाएगा 100 subs. Wow, you guys are very very optimistic. Best. I'd love to see that. I'm gonna tune in. Cool. Every United fan is abusive, by the way. हाँ भाई तुम फ्रस्ट्रेट करोगे हम लोग को यू दबा के रखोगे इसे मतलब कुछ होने से ही ना आई सी अ लॉट ऑफ wrath coming towards Man United fans very very early. मतलब Man United fans or Barcelona fans I think are the most affected on the internet. I think every club has those assholes present, those goons present that like to target like other clubs. But I think Man United and Barcelona face a lot of hatred, uh, especially from fans. और मेरे को मैन सिटी फैन से जस्ट मतलब नहीं मुंह लड़ाना टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. मेरे को एकदम नहीं पसंद. मैं आर्सेनल फैन से लड़ा लूंगा, लिवरपूल फैन से लड़ा लूंगा. इट विल एब्सोल्युटली नॉट बी अ प्रॉब्लम. बट मेरे को मैन सिटी फैन से एकदम नहीं मुंह लड़ाना बिकॉज दे आर at the end of the day a tiny club from Manchester and I don't care about their existence. वो जितना भी जीते, right? So it's going to be abusive. 33 subs. Thank you guys. 31 is my favorite number when we have topped that by 2 subscribers. Brilliant. So live streaming is good. I'll turn into a streamer. Yeah. Imagine getting ignored on Rishi Bhai's channel. Arey Bhai, Dhruv has started over here as well. I see. His antics. Le bhai Dhruv, तेरे को moderator बना दिया. Because of your brilliant F1 streams on Daksh Bhai's Discord. You're a brilliant guy. Welcome to the channel, Dhruv. अच्छा. So हालत ही ऐसी है says पृथ्वीराज. Absolutely. So उत्कर्ष चेल्सी CFC says channel name थोड़ा बड़ा नहीं ढूंढने में प्रॉब्लम हुई. Name should be a little small for the algo जैसे. So I'll give you a basic reason why I'm doing this. It's not because of monetary purposes or anything. I don't really want this to be very famous also, to be very honest. मतलब मेरे को नहीं लाइव स्ट्रीम करना एवरी मैच में. मेरे को नहीं भड़ास निकालना ऑनलाइन. मतलब आई एम नॉट दैट काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन आई थिंक. बट it is to like capture my emotions being a regular Man United fan at the end of the day. I'm not a statistical genius. I'm not a tactical genius, and I don't want to be that on the internet. और मेरे को नहीं discover होना वैसे. So I think this channel name and this channel represents who I am as it is right now with those little chat GPT generated uh, content titles and content stuff, the descriptions and all, and that is how it's going to grow if it has to at the end of the day. मेरे को उतना एफर्ट डालना ही नहीं है. And I don't see myself becoming a full-time YouTuber any day. I think most YouTubers say that, but I think this is going to be the direction. If the people love this content, they'll come. And please don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Very ironical. Yeah. So imagine getting ignored on Rishi Bhai's channel again. I said, oh wow. It's the same. So many comments. Right. Deserved in my opinion. Choose one. Me, Ayan, or Prithvi. The choice is easy in my opinion. Ankush Bhai, you live here. Ayan Bhai, you live here. Prithvi Bhai, you live here. Uh, Anirban Rishi Bhai. No one likes City fans born to flames. Absolutely, bro. I hate them. Karthik Zambiani says Prithvi Raj Ankush. Karthik Zambiani is the most disciplined and honest man that I know on the internet. So he becomes a managing moderator as well on this channel. Karthik Bhai ke bina decorum and quorum maintain karna is impossible, and he is a pro at it at Daksh Bhai's channel. So absolutely, you have to be there, Karthik Bhai. I expect big things from you in this small channel. Bond of Flames, Rishi Bhai, thank you, bro. Eben Joseph, hello, all. Hello, Eben. Missing you, Formula One. missing Formula One with you. Um, Ankush Bhai says, Karthik Bhai, you're supposed to be supporting me. हाँ, support तो करेंगे ही. You live here, like I said. हाँ? One third on the way to 100. Big, big, big news, big news. Right? 100 जिस दिन होगा, we'll do a live stream. A big one, where I'll play the guitar. I promise. I choose you, Ayan. Through salt, love. Why is a pro Arsenal a moderator? यहाँ पे सब सेम है. I respect all fans. I think I will never make a Man City fan a moderator in this channel. I don't think they're welcome, and I'll be very blatant about that. But otherwise, you can come, be a mod, chat, vent. Man City को गाली दो, be happy. ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे मैच कब है आर्सेनल से? आई डोंट नो. कब है भाई? गूगल कर लेते हैं. यूनाइटेड वर्सेस आर्सेनल. जब भी होगा भाई पेल देंगे भाई. 11th May 2024. बी हियर टू वॉच अ thrashing of Arsenal, annual thrashing of Arsenal at Old Trafford. Uh, Karthik Bhai says, Webin, why the thumbnails though? What do you mean by thumbnails? ये पसंद नहीं आया क्या thumbnail तुम लोग को? मेरे को जो इंटरनेट पे मिला वही अच्छा लगा. एंड फुटबॉल ब्लडी हेल वाज हिज कमेंट 1999 के बाद. So yeah, I put it there. Like Ankush Bhai has stated the fact that after 1999 UCL final, he said football bloody hell. So Utkarsh Bhai says fair. Okay. Uh, A for Arsenal says Shantanu lives where? He said he lives in Dharavi, if I'm not wrong. We can have FPL streams. Truth to be honest, मैं बहुत emotional FPL player हूँ. Like you guys know. मैं हालैंड को नहीं खिला सकता, मैं डिब्रोइना को नहीं खिला सकता, मैं साला को नहीं खिला सकता, मैं किसी को नहीं खिला सकता. मेरे को जस्ट नहीं होता ये सब. कैसे कैसे तुम लोग हालैंड को कैप्टन वैप्टन बना देते हो? कैसे होता है ये सब? राइट. मत बनाओ उसको कुछ. लेट हिम रॉट. खत्म. सो या. A for Arsenal can't be shown on a live. What? क्यों भाई? I can see a lot of comments getting deleted as well. Message deleted by A for Arsenal. Why is A for Arsenal deleted comments? अरे मत कीजिए दक्ष भाई. करने दीजिए. अगर गाली दे रहे हैं तो देने दीजिए. It's not a problem. FPL stream by Rishi भाई. No, no, no. Please. FPL stream भी मत मांगो भाई. 11th May. टाइटल रेस. हम लोग टाइटल रेस में नहीं होंगे शायद. बट वी विल फिनिश अबव आर्सेनल. आई एम प्रिटी श्योर. हम लोग पेल देंगे. आप लोग को पेल देंगे. दक्ष भाई डोंट वरी. 11th May 2024 8-2 यूनाइटेड. वी विल बी देयर. लेट्स सी. होपफुली हॉयलैंड 6 गोल मारेगा एंड रैशफोर्ड 2 गोल मारेगा. लेट्स सी. विल बी देयर. रासमस डबल हैट्रिक अगेंस्ट सिटी. ओह वेट, माय गर्लफ्रेंड इज कॉलिंग. Give me a moment. Think I'll just pause the. I'll don't go anywhere, guys. Certainly, a breakup is coming. Uh, Wait. Okay. Thank you very much. Huh. So, huh. Double hat trick from Hoyland. You're looking cute, Rishi bhai. Thank you, Ayan. Sorry, one from Themes. Love you. He's deleting comments saying 8-2 at Old Trafford. Through. Ah, bhai, kar lo comments delete, but that's what's gonna happen to you. 11th May को फीफा स्ट्रीम. एक्चुअली दक्ष भाई मेरा एक्सबॉक्स है तो आई डोंट थिंक वो पॉसिबल होगा. या आई डोंट नो मतलब वो पॉसिबल है कि नहीं. यू सी माय फोन इज रिंगिंग. गर्लफ्रेंड ग्रेटर देन अस. हाँ तो उसका सोने का टाइम हो गया. ऑल्सो मेरे लाइव आने का टाइम हो गया. व्हाट कैन यू डू राइट. बाय अनप्रोफेशनल ऋषि भाई. वॉच अलोंग चाहिए अब, यू विल बी फुल्ली अनफिल्टर्ड, फुल गाली गलोच लाइक प्रॉपर यूनाइटेड फैन। गाली गलोच तो कर दूंगा भाई, बट मेरे मम्मी पापा भी तो हैं सेम घर पे। लेट्स सी, गाली गलोच स्ट्रीम होगा, होगा सब होगा। लेट्स सी, बट मेरे को एक्चुअली मजा नहीं आएगा अकेले देखने में मैच तो। लेट्स सी, मेरे को देखते हैं। लेट्स ग्रो आवर चैनल टू अ सर्टेन लेवल where like we can call people like uh, 1MUFC or A for Arsenal, or at least be at a level where I can approach them, and then we can like start these live streams and everything. Because अभी बहुत मतलब न्यू है सब कुछ, मेरे को फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा हाउ टू लाइक मेक स्टफ वर्क, like shooting videos out of Zoom and shooting this out of the native YouTube studio viewer, right? So yeah, girlfriend greater than us, absolutely. No questions. Breakup? What? No, no, no. No, Rikus. You're so innocent, Karthik bhai. Thank you. No, I said FIFA stream because you're predicting 6 goals from Rasmus. Yes, he will score 6 goals. Not my words. A for Arsenal, Skulls. मैं साथ में आ जाऊंगा वॉच अलोंग पे। हाँ भाई, श्योर। Let our channel get there first before we do all that. A for Arsenal, he didn't get it at first time. Ah, what do? I don't think. Please provide context, Karthik भाई. मुझे बुला लेना, मैं आके गाली दे दूंगा. Absolutely, अंकुश भाई. Will definitely call you. गाली गलौज करने में always welcome. 35 subs, 35 kisses to everybody who has caused this to happen. Right. So get grouped in UCL or make it to the finals but lose it to Man City is actually you guys can ask me these questions, to be honest. This will make the thing much more interactive. Get grouped in UCL or make it to the finals but lose it to Man City. Get grouped in the UCL. I'll take getting grouped in the UCL, to be honest, because मेरे को मैन सिटी से जस्ट कोई फाइनल नहीं हारना है. आई डोंट इवन वांट टू फेस देम. और उसके ऊपर अगर हम लोग यूरोपा लीग गए, वी कैन एक्चुअली compete फॉर दैट ट्रॉफी, बाय द वे. और मोर वॉचिंग देन 1MUFC फॉर वॉच अलोंग होगा? नहीं, दैट्स नहीं, वो कभी नहीं होने वाला. नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो नहीं होने वाला. मैं खुद चला जाऊंगा उनके चैनल पे इफ वी रीच देयर. नहीं नहीं, वो कभी नहीं होगा. आई वुड रादर लाइक take Europa League. If we are winning the Europa League, I'll take that over like. But then again, like we haven't gone deep in the Champions League for so long. मतलब since Shantanu's team robbed us. वो नानी का रेड कार्ड के बाद हम लोग कितना साल हो गए डीप नहीं गए चैंपियंस लीग में. इवन दैट क्वार्टर फाइनल रन विथ मॉयस, लाइक वी वर decent at the Allianz Arena. A dig at all the Arsenal fans present here. You guys are never decent there, but uh, you will need the A series X or S पृथ्वीराज. हाँ, मेरे पास सीरीज ऐसी है पृथ्वीराज. सो लेट्स सी. दक्ष भाई के डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर से ही बुला लेना. नहीं भाई, नॉट दैट अनएथिकल अनफॉर्चुनेटली. विल हैव आवर ओन डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर इंशाल्लाह soon. Let's get the channel monetized first, and then we can think about all that later. Prithviraj Shinde, you ain't getting it blood. Hmm. I think he's talking about the Xbox or the PS5. I don't know. Yeah. Defeating Liverpool, Eben Bhai says defeating Liverpool 7-0 or losing title to Arsenal in the 97th minute. अगर हम लोग टाइटल जीत रहे हैं, देन एबिन भाई, लिवरपूल 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 जितने मर्जी गोल मारना है मार दीजिए. बिकॉज दे हैव वॉन वन प्रीमियर लीग टाइटल इन 30 years. और हम लोग ग्लेजर्स के साथ आने के बाद, हाउ मेनी विल इट बी? इट बी 6 or 7? 8 हो जाएगा. दैट्स अ बिग अचीवमेंट. हम लोग को जितना गोल मारना है मारने दीजिए, टाइटल चाहिए बस. Finishing above Arsenal or finishing above Liverpool, choose one. अभी ना लिवरपूल की टीम थोड़ी सी मेरे को डिफीटेबल लगती है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. वी कैन बीट लिवरपूल. मतलब 7-0 वाला भी विक्ट्री में अगर देखोगे, फर्स्ट हाफ वी वर ब्रिलियंट एट द एनफील्ड. Until that Gakpo goal went in, दो मस्त chances हमने create किए थे, and then we got blown away. That is a different story. At Old Trafford we schooled them, but this Arsenal team is really good. They have assembled a great squad, young squad. भाई मेरे को पुरानी मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड की टीम्स की याद आती है ये देख के. And it'll be more satisfying to me to beat Arsenal, to thrash them, to rip them apart, to make them bleed when you compare it to Liverpool, right? तो वही है. um, Liverpool winning the 21st league और us यूनाइटेड गेटिंग रेलिगेटेड. नहीं नहीं, लिवरपूल 21st लीग हमसे पहले नहीं जीत रही. वी आर गोइंग टू विन इट बिफोर. आई डोंट सी क्लॉप टू बी हियर लाइक वेरी लॉन्ग, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. मतलब 2027-28 मैक्स. आई डोंट थिंक लिवरपूल निकाल पाएगी तब तक ही लीग टाइटल 3-4 साल में. बॉर्न फ्रॉम फ्लेम सेज मैं नहीं दिया भाई टाइम आउट. अच्छा, cool. याद याद रखूंगा दक्ष भाई. भड़ास निकाल दो डिस्कॉर्ड पे जाके. Ayan says cry emoji. Very cool. I'm sorry, Vroof. Anthony issue. Who will be our right winger? I'll be Bruno right now. And नहीं तो खिलाएंगे पेलिस्ट्री या फिर डियालो को. क्या करें. एंड अरे यार, आई एम मिसिंग माजन भाई. वेयर इज ही? उनका तो यूएस है. आई डोंट नो लाइक वेयर ही इज राइट नाउ. उनको बुला लो कोई. I remember the time when we bodied PSG. Absolutely, I remember it too. It was a brilliant game, to be honest. Uh, देखते हैं. I think we are going to body Bayern, to be honest. The Bayern उतनी अच्छी नहीं लग रही मेरे को under Tuchel. I think we can body Bayern. मतलब Ten Hag is like this big personality. कभी कभी खुल जाता है against big teams. तो देखते हैं. I think we bodied Barcelona at the Camp Nou as well, right? Uh, ध्रुव बोलता है ब्रूनो सर्विसेज. अगर ऑप्शन नहीं है तो ध्रुव हम लोग क्या करेंगे, राइट? वुड यू प्ले पेलेस्ट्री एज योर राइट विंग against a Deserby side which is doing really well, which has certainly started the season before us? I don't see us doing that, right? मतलब देख लो. सांचो से इशू सॉल्व नहीं, उसको रेगुलर खिलाना चाहिए. आ, सांचो से इशू सॉल्व करके उसको रेगुलर खिलाना चाहिए. पर सांचो ने जो किया है ना, वो अनफॉरगिवेबल है ध्रुव मेरे हिसाब से. तो उसको नहीं खिलाना मैं ज़्यादा पसंद करूँगा. ऋषि भाई, विच फुटबॉलर मेड यू फॉल इन लव विद द गेम? टू बी ऑनेस्ट, मैं बचपन में तो उतना ज़्यादा फुटबॉल नहीं देखता था. बट वन मैन दैट मेड मी एब्सोल्युटली फॉल इन लव विद द गेम इज़ रॉबिन वैन पर्सी. उसका जो परफॉर्मेंस था इन द 2012 में था क्या ब्राज़ील वर्ल्ड कप, या 14 में था? In the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, and before that his 2 or 3 seasons at Manchester United. Absolute legend, lethal striker. और हॉलैंड के लिए भी वो क्या खेला. दैट एंटायर लाइक जनरेशन ऑफ डच प्लेयर्स, वैन पर्सी, रॉबिन स्नाइडर, डिव्राई. देयर वाज दिस गाय कॉल्ड यान मैट. ही वाज प्लेड राइट बैक और लेफ्ट बैक. आई एम रॉन्ग. बहुत हैंडसम भी दिखता था बंदा. Then there was Blind, there was Tim Krul at goal. वो entire like Dutch team has my heart. मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. मतलब नेदरलैंड्स की टीम, वो वाली टीम. And Man United also has a very big Dutch culture. And I think Robin van Persie, उसके पहले अगर आप highlights बोलोगे, I can realistically say the fact that I have watched a lot of highlights. I loved like watching a lot of Ruud Van Nistelrooy highlights, and also a lot of highlights from Roy Keane. मतलब another player that like really मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद था, and I was very excited for him to join, and he was my Facebook DP for like a long time was Bastian Schweinsteiger. मेरे को बहुत पसंद है that like robust central defensive midfielder figure in football, and मेरे को वो जब मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड साइन किया था, I loved him at the club. मतलब yes he did not work out, but मेरे को उस टाइप का प्लेयर प्रोफाइल बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है, बहुत ज़्यादा, to be honest. I saw crying emojis from Daksh Bhai after RVP. Yeah, 2014 RVP. Yes, RVP was passed. उसका सबसे best performance was in that Moyes era when we went down to Galatasaray 2-0, and then we came back 3-2. What a solo performance! The best Robin van Persie performance in my opinion. क्या खेला था वो उस मैच में, आग लगा दिया था. We were going out of the Champions League in the round of 16 in pure Moyes style. And then Robin Van Persie came in and scored these three amazing goals. Brilliant, brilliant performance from Robin Van Persie. Uh, Rashi on the right is not good, Prithviraj Shinde. I think I would play Rashi on the right and Garnacho on the left. What do you think? राशि का ना लेफ्ट फुट बहुत अंडररेटेड है इन माय ओपिनियन. वो अच्छा मारता है लेफ्ट फुट से, तो इट मेक्स सेंस. गार्नाचो तो भाई, गार्नाचो को खिलाना पड़ेगा अभी मोर फ्रीक्वेंटली. ये अगर मतलब दंगे कंटिन्यू होते रहे देन गार्नाचो हैज टू स्टार्ट, मतलब सर्टेन गेम्स. अभी हमारे लेफ्ट विंगर्स ज्यादा है राइट विंगर्स से, मतलब तो क्या करे. रैशफोर्ड को तो ऑब्वियसली खिलाना पड़ेगा. आई थिंक रैशफोर्ड इज मोर सूटेड at the right than Garnacho, to be honest. मेरा ये पर्सनल उपाय है. ही इज ऑल्सो मोर एक्सपीरियंस, ही कैन अडेप्ट दैट वे. तो देखते हैं क्या होता है. ओ रॉबिन वैन पर्सी, ओ रॉबिन वैन पर्सी सेज अंकुश भाई. ऑब्वियसली brilliant player, legend, Man United legend. Hope Saka comes one day यार to us. कतर वतर लाओ यार, साका वाका खरीदते हैं. हाँ. अरे टाइम आउट मत दे ध्रुव. अरे ध्रुव भाई मत टाइम आउट दो किसी को. अंकुश भाई सेम माइंड में चल रहे हैं. Who's that sucker? अनिर्बान. Who's that sucker? क्या बोला अनिर्बान? भगवान जाने क्या बोल रहा है भाई. वाओ, आई सी. अंकुश भाई अच्छा अच्छा, टाइप आउट होगा तो मॉड्स को मैसेज लिखा आ जाता है नीचे किसी ने. अच्छा, यू गाइस डील विद इट. मेरे को पर्सनली मैसेज कर देना अगर कुछ दिक्कत होता है तो. गार्नाचो कांट बी यूज्ड एज अ स्टार्टर एट आफ्टर वुल्व्स गेम. एक गेम पे कैसे जज कर रहे हो आप उसको ध्रुव भाई. Garnacho has that unique capability of like starting slow build-ups and like pushing defenses back with his like thing that he does. मतलब he can push defenses back और एक सुत करके पास दे देगा साइड से, कोई मार देगा गोल. रैशफोर्ड तो वो नहीं करता ऑब्वियसली, एज मेंशन्ड बाय मोहक भाई. बट गर्नाचो तो वो कर देगा. गर्नाचो तो अनसेल्फिश है दैट वे. तो यस, मतलब एक गेम पे उसको जज मत करो. ही हैज टू स्टार्ट इन माय. ही इज आवर बॉय मैन. ही हैज टू स्टार्ट. नहीं दिया मैंने. अच्छा अच्छा, टाइम आउट होगा तो मौत सेकंड लेकिन साका 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 शुड अपग्रेड टू यूनाइटेड. आई एग्री विथ यू. हाँ, साका जिस दिन आया भाई मैं नाच दूंगा. साका इज प्रॉब्ली वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इंग्लिश प्लेयर्स. और अगर हम लोग को आर्सेनल को रियली पेनफुली कुछ साइन करना है तो साका इज साका भाई. हम लोग पहले भी किए हैं ऐसे क्लब्स के अगेंस्ट, तो क्यों नहीं. व्हाई नॉट आर्सेनल. उनके भी अमेरिकन ओनर्स हैं, उनके भी लालची ओनर्स हैं. कर देते हैं, साका को लाते हैं. डेवलप योर ओन स्टार बॉय. हमारे बहुत स्टार बॉयज है बिन भाई, बट हम लोग को आपका ही चाहिए. Kanye Trump Tate says the referee VAR show will be monthly Sky. Thank God for a change. अच्छा, if they are like calling referees to give out interviews, let's see. पर रेफरीज की तो हालत बहुत खराब है भाई प्रीमियर लीग में, तो क्या ही करे. बयान रहे. वुड यू टेक साका ब्रूनो स्वैप? एक सेकंड गाइस, कोई ऑफिस से मैसेज कर रहा है. साले सोते ही नहीं है रात को. हाँ तो दैट्स एक्चुअली अ गुड क्वेश्चन. क्या मैं साका को ब्रूनो के साथ रिप्लेस करूँ, since we don't really have very good players on the right? Since we have Mount in our team, Amrabat, Casemiro, Menu, Ericsson. हाँ भाई, makes sense. If you want to be ruthless, क्यों नहीं? साका is a great player. अगर मेरे को वैसा ही फैन मतलब फैन फैन वाला लॉजिक बनना है कि ब्रूनो इज द हार्ट एंड सोल ऑफ दिस टीम, मतलब उसके बिना नहीं चलेगा कुछ सिस्टम, बट logically Saka Bruno swap actually makes a lot of sense for us. uh, Eben Bhai says Garnacho greater than Rashford, and absolutely in certain aspects I think Garnacho is greater than Rashford. But Rashford ना वो गोल मार देता है, मतलब ऐसे ही मोमेंट्स में वो बॉल ही कैन कैरी द बॉल एंड ही कैन शूट. Garnacho का अभी वो मैच्योरिटी नहीं आया है, वो फिजिकलिटी लास्ट सीजन से बेटर हुआ है, बट लेट्स सी. Ahmad is good too. Bummed that he's injured. Hope he is ready after the break, says Prithvi Raj. Ahmad is actually somebody that I'm really interested to see too. मतलब वो अगर अच्छा चल गया ना, he can take Anthony's position, to be honest. उसके लिए बहुत पैसे दिए हैं भाई. um, there has to be something that our scouts have seen in him, and Ahmad चल गया तो बहुत अच्छा बात है. So Kanye Trump Tate says, यार गन्नाचो 18 साल का है, don't over scrutinize him, Dhruv. हाँ, Garnacho is 18 years old, so let's see what he does. Okay, hear me out. What if Liverpool sell Salah for 200 million and they then get Saka? Saka Liverpool जाएगा क्या, to be honest? उसको इतना wages देंगे क्या लिवरपूल के ओनर्स? आई डोंट थिंक सो. मतलब मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का वो मार्केटेबल एस्पेक्ट विल मेक यू अ स्टार थिंग, even though we don't make people a star anymore. I think that is more attractive at the end of the day. I think playing for United is a more attractive prospect than playing for Liverpool. Even though I think the fact that Liverpool is a very, very prestigious and historically relevant club in England, but I think uh, you have to uh, come to United if you want to be a big, मतलब a big star rather than a big player, to be honest. Amrabat से क्या expectation है? I think he's going to improve us a lot like Casemiro. मेरे को बहुत if you have watched the T4 video on Amrabat, it's an excellent video. It states the fact that Amrabat can actually give in like really great passes as well. उसको लोग सोचते हैं कि बहुत बड़ा ball disruptor है, but his passing statistics are also amazing. And I think that is what we need, a disruptor and a passer from that one position, because हम लोग को Mount, Ericsson, Bruno को भी somehow integrate करना है into the squad. Um, because uh, हाँ, T4 video देखो, अंकुश भाई says he's a ball progressor too. That is my entire point, right? वो बहुत अच्छा पासिंग करता है, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्रेसर है. वो जो मॉड्रिच के साथ वर्ल्ड कप में किया establishes his speed as well and precision. मतलब एम्राबैट इज वन एक्साइटिंग प्लेयर, बट उसका इंजरीज का थोड़ा सा मतलब मेरे को थोड़ा दिक्कत लग रहा है. Why are we freaking buying players that are injured? मतलब क्या है, मतलब have our like internal medical systems gotten so good कि प्लेयर्स को इंजरी मालूम नहीं और हम लोग को इंजरी मालूम चल जा रही है? ऐसा भी हो सकता है, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो यार. समथिंग इज लाइक सीरियसली रॉन्ग एट आवर क्लब. अमराबाद से क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है? दैट आई आंसर द स्लैक नोटिव गिविंग मी पीटीएसडी. नेवर. हाँ, क्या करें कुछ भाई, यूएस टाइमिंग. यू कैन रैंट अबाउट योर ऑफिस कोलीग्स हियर, यू आर रिजाइनिंग एनीवे. नहीं नहीं नहीं, अभी नहीं एविन भाई. लेट्स सी. I would not. W decision Rishi by mudded Vankush by acha. T4 player, yeah. Since Ten Hag builds with very less players, he needs coaches, CDMs to be all rounders like FDJ. And that is where like Sufyan Amrabat, like Ankush Bhai stated, comes in. He's a great ball progressor. He can put in tackles. He's fast. He's quick guy. He's a quick guy. So let's see what he does. जो आता है तो इंजर्ड होता है या क्रिमिनल, क्या करें कुछ भाई. लेट्स सी. बट इट्स नॉट यूनाइटेड्स फॉल्ट, यू नो. मतलब कैसे ही मालूम होगा? एंटनी को टेन हैग लाया इस क्लब में, टेनाक को कैसे मालूम होगा कि वो ऐसा हरामी निकलेगा? तो it's very difficult to like know the psyche of these players in the modern age. The money, the cars, the everything, man. It's very hard. Matlab, it's not a bad thing buying expensive cars and spending money, but there has to be certain amount of grounding that needs to be done, which Sir Alex did when he came to the club. That's what he's going to do with Kobe, by the way. कोई पूछ रहा था उसका प्रोफाइल, that's gonna be, हाँ मतलब he said he's a deep lying eight. I think Kobe can play in the six as well. So let's see what Kobe Menu does. So yeah, I think हम लोग 1 घंटा 20 मिनट का स्ट्रीम कर दिए हैं. I'll stay here for another like 5 to 6 minutes. If anybody has any other questions, they can ask me. You can ask like questions that can occupy a lot of time as well, like deep ones. Something around the channel, something that what motivates me to keep this running. Why did I create this and everything? Thank you, Ankush Bhai, for the message. W stream. Thank you. So you guys can like state whatever you want. Actually, worth risking my job. So sweet, Ankush bhai. Do not risk your job. Nobody risk your job. Not at this current financial downturn that we are in right now. I would not suggest anybody risk their job over any stream. To be very honest, हम लोग का बहुत मतलब कंपनीज का भी थोड़ा सा मैं एक्चुअली प्रोडक्ट मार्केटर हूँ. सो I do a lot of research around rising acquisition costs and reducing spends and that entire like GBS narrative. So मतलब बहुत ही घटिया हाल है. So I would not suggest anybody to like focus on your jobs, people, because it's going to get worse, especially in the global business services software sector very soon. So yeah, why warehouse? What are we building? Warehouse because मेरे को actually a warehouse could be a like a factory for thoughts to be built as well. In my opinion, I think uh, Rishi's Man United warehouse symbolizes Rishi, that is me, talking about Man United. And this entire like picture that you see is my warehouse. I'm constructing thoughts in my head because these are really not very well researched videos at the end of the day. These are just me watching the game once or 1.5 times, or maybe the second time I watch it at 3 or 4x because I have a full time job at the end of the day, coming up and expressing my emotions, right? And that is what I'm doing right now. So that is the entire focus of this video, of this channel, right? That's why I have chosen the word warehouse. Okay. Uh, so I'll stay here for another like couple of minutes. W stream Rishi, hope to see you more. Bye and take care. Bye Karthik. Bye. Love you. Hope you have a great cycling session. Your honest opinion on the Ballon d'Or and the Golden Boy Award. I thought warehouse because it starts with W. Thank you. Like this stream, like Prithviraj just stated the fact, likes would be very much appreciated. Um, um, so Ballon d'Or and Golden Boy Award. 2 minutes lunga. I will not justify my answers because time nahi hai actually. We can talk about this in our next stream, or like you guys can text me to know like my views around this as well. You can follow me on Instagram, Rishi Malhotra _31. But the thing around the Ballon d'Or is, I think, no matter how much I hate City, uh, I would give it to Lionel Messi at the end of the day. What he has done is phenomenal. मतलब अगर उसके stats हालैंड जितने हैं भी नहीं, I don't give a damn. He has been the best football player that I've ever seen grace the field. He is an absolute legend. He cannot be questioned or compared, or and this is just me being a United fan, being a Ronnie fan as well. I think Ronaldo is also a brilliant player, but Messi is Messi at the end of the day. And what he did with that Argentina side, he won the World Cup. He had a decent enough season at PSG, but he won the World Cup, which is a huge deal, and he is the only player on planet Earth that has won two golden balls as well from the World Cup. Messi deserves it, in my opinion, hands down. And the Golden Boy award, I think it has to go to Jude Bellingham because he is that generational talent, that brilliant player that Real Madrid have signed. Um, is the stream hanging, guys? Um, I really don't know because I could have like really bad bandwidth. So sorry for that. But I think Jude Bellingham for Golden Boy and Lionel Messi for the Ballon d'Or, no questions asked. So we've been here for like 1 hour 25 minutes, and we'll wrap this now. नहीं नहीं बीच में buffer होता है, but not getting stuck as such. Okay, I'll try to make this better from next time. Point noted, guys. Um Lev Yashin Trophy एक बाय बाय टवर्क नहीं नहीं भाई I cannot dance without alcohol, and you know the fact that I have quit it. Yashin Trophy भाई goalkeepers का ना मैं उतना मतलब अभी statistically I'm not very aware of their entire thing. To be honest, goalkeeper मतलब कौन ही जीतेगा? Allison for Liverpool finished sixth, but he was great. उसका वर्ल्ड कप भी बहुत टट्टी हुआ by the way. Maybe like कैश एंड ट्रॉफी एक्चुअली क्या एक पर्टिकुलर सेव के लिए मिलता है या फिर अम, एक पर्टिकुलर सेव के लिए मिलता है या फिर यू गेट इट फॉर लाइक द कंप्लीट सीजन परफॉर्मेंस वाइज ओवरऑल सीजन आई थिंक यान सॉमर हैड अ वेरी गुड सीजन विद बायर्न म्यूनिक उसका जो सिटी के साथ जो सेकंड लेग था ना भाई डिस्पाइट मतलब इतना गोल्स कंसीड किया क्या खेला था वो फर्स्ट हाफ यान सोमर मेरे को बहुत अंडररेटेड कीपर लगता है ओनाना वाज अमेजिंग इन द चैंपियंस लीग भाई वो सिटी के अगेंस्ट क्या खेला अगेंस्ट आर्सेनल इवन इन द फर्स्ट हाफ ओनाना इज एन अमेजिंग कीपर बट डोंट थिंक ही इज दैट लेवल येट देखते हैं क्या होता है मतलब कुर्तुआ को मिल जाना चाहिए मेरे को लगता है कुर्तुआ आई थिंक ही वॉन इट लास्ट ईयर ऑल्सो इफ ही डिडंट ही शुड हैव It was a brilliant season from Courtois at the end of the day. But Courtois, probably the best keeper in the world when he's fit. So yeah, I think Courtois. Uh, hmm. डेहिया इन माय ओपिनियन प्रीमियर लीग नहीं 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 डेहिया को नहीं दे सकते भाई वो सेविया के साथ हगा है ब्राइट बट वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको ब्रेंटफोर्ड के साथ हगा है बहुत मुश्किल है टेस्टागन को भी नहीं दे सकते वो बार्स यूनाइटेड के अगेंस्ट जो मैंने देखा वो बहुत घटिया था रैशफोर्ड का वो गोल कैसे वो खा लिया भाई कैंप न्यू में सॉरी बट स्टैगन नहीं मे बी कुर्तुआ गेट्स इट दिस ईयर ओके थैंक्स गाइस बाय बाय इट्स लेट एट नाइट आई हैव वर्क टुमारो अनफॉर्चुनेटली thank you guys for the love that you guys have shown again for this first stream at the warehouse. uh, really appreciate everybody, especially Daksh bhai and 1MUFC, um, Mohak bhai. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Uh, Especially we have gotten four times the amount of people to see the to see at the stream as I expected, but the 4x growth compared to my expectations. But let's see. Let's see हम लोग कितना दूर पहुंचते हैं. Okay, and with that, I'll say thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Sayonara. Bye bye.